the left side of the defense we'll keep an eye on. Bacharach making his Major League Soccer debut, and Devin Pidelford just 21 years of age.
Yeah, and those were the two forced changes with the red card and the injury, but I'm going to keep my eye on.
Meanwhile, for the Dynamo, coming off a 2-1 loss against the Chicago Fire, no Franco Escobar, so Steris gets to start his first Major League Soccer minutes, and Latif Blessing gets his first start in a Dynamo kit.
Yeah.
Houston trying to get back in the win column after having a 3-game winning streak snapped against the Chicago Fire and Frank Klopas last weekend in the Windy City. Filip Dujic gets us underway from the Twin Cities. We invite you to turn off the world and turn on the game. We're playing for 3 points in the Western Conference. It is Sangbin. Good entry pass in for Lud. And just ripped down by Karaski, and that should be a yellow card for the Panamanian. And indeed it will be. He's not happy about it, but it looked like the prevention of a promising attack, and therefore goes into the book for our first yellow card. Artur. Long way to run for Sviatchenko. Excellent first touch and got around Sangbin. Kowalczyk collects, delivers, but smothered by St. Clair. But somehow they still managed to be 500, 3-2-1, 6th place in the Western Conference right now. Mikhail directly onto the scene. Will Trapp able to get there, and it's cleared off the line. Somehow Ethan Bartlow follow it up because he thought that this was in.
I mean, look at the pressure there from Minnesota United. You talk about it, and he does enough to just get it by Steve Clark. It's tough to tell exactly from that angle.
And it looks like he cleared it away.
It does. It does not look like the entirety of the ball was over the line.
This one lofted in. Good-looking ball, and it's in! And it's Mikhail for the Houston Dynamo. Off the bench as a center back for the injured Sviatchenko, and onto the score sheet, and the Houston Dynamo take a 1-0 lead here at Allianz.
Part of his body does he get it with here? It's kind of a diving header, and actually it looks like it might have gone off Braun.
Beautiful interplay. Bassi touches it along. Now it's Ibrahim Aliou going for goal from a similar spot in which he scored against the Chicago Fire.
Not even just sharing, but listening to him.
Longwane, Pukki with him. Teemu Pukki cuts back, goes for the curler. And never had his balance right. And Kowalczyk slow to get to his feet. Excellent ball in for Pukki. Doubled down by Steris. DJ Taylor takes over. Pukki swipes at it. Now it's Sangbin, and he drags it wide. And Will Trapp urging on the Wonderwall to get into it. Driving forward again. Not a bad effort. And you certainly like the confidence. They lead Major League Soccer in possession coming into this weekend at 61.3%. Struggling to get a foot on it now. And here's Devin Pidelford working on Dorsey, lofting it in. Pukki is there. Sangbin lining it up, and it's off the post.
It's just a completely different momentum and feel to this game at the start of the second half. Minnesota United understanding it has to be better, especially
And now Boxall. He'll fancy his chances, and the Kiwi pulls it wide. Will come on to replace Teemu Pukki. He's got 2 goals this season, both of them coming after the 85th minute. The other one coming against the Columbus Crew, and Franco Fragapane will come on. And Fragapane driving forward. Sangbin. Now Will Trapp. Never enough power on it, and an easy enough save for Clark. Trapp fending off Blessing and getting forward as well.
okay.
Excellent ball for Robin Lud. Things opening up here for the Loons. Lud. Fragapane! It's a spectacular build-up and goal from Minnesota United. And it's Franco Fragapane with his first of the year. It's all level.
The composure and possession to work their way down the right-hand side. And what a ball to find Robin Lud, just splitting the defense. He picks his head up, he waits. Fragapane makes the right run at the right time, right on the penalty spot, and doesn't try to do too much with it. Passes it into the corner, out of the reach of Steve Clark. A defender in front as well.
Match day number 9 was Portland and LAFC. 2-2 draw between those two rivals. Montreal with a big 3 points against Cincinnati. Meanwhile, Sebastian Kowalczyk goes through the legs. Kowalczyk with an excellent effort and a spectacular individual goal. Against the run of play and then some. Through the legs of Bacharach making his debut, and on Dane St. Clair.
It all down. And there's a turnover right there in midfield. Well done by Artur. Just takes the ball right off a Will Trapp, and then it's a second quick pass by Bassi to find Kowalczyk. It's a very vertical play right up the middle of the pitch. Baccarat gets turned around, and no mistake on this finish. No mistake. You think maybe he's going away from goal there, but he gets it on that right foot, lifts his head up just a bit.
Getting off to a very strong start. Kanaskia helps it along. Bassi now. He's triple teamed in the end. Sangbin gets out of trouble, finding Lud. Pushing it along for Taylor. Stands one up. Oluwaseyi looking for it, and it's off the bar. Clark got a touch to it as well. Now Boxall and Houston.
And he's always put himself in the right spot. Look at his double team right there. Griffin Dorsey just can't stay with him, and Tani Oluwaseyi rises up. Couldn't quite get over it. Steve Clark with the massive save, a finger touch to it. Houston holding on here in the 99th.
Boxall won the initial ball. Fragapane, and it's batted away by Clark. Another long throw in from Padelford. Boxall the target. In front, Adebayo Smith was there, batted away by Clark. Fragapane stymied away again by Griffin Dorsey.
You can see the look on Steve Clark's face as he's trying to dive along, and then this one, just getting a fingertip to it. Smacks into the post. Griffin Dorsey there as well. They're both just watching it sail over their heads. Bodies everywhere. If Fragapane could have settled that cleanly, he would have put it back on.
And cleared away. A check of the watch from Filip Dujic, and that's going to do it full time. For the first time since 2020, the Houston Dynamo have taken down Minnesota United, and it is the first loss at Allianz Field for the Loons.